Good start. Looks like we've got 2 watchers. Hello. How are you? See your names in the chat so I know who's watching. Just doing a bit of varnishing, getting ready for some oil washes. Nobody seems to be chatting. You're all very quiet. Oh, there we go. Hey, Amoki. Feel like I've not spoke to you in ages. Ages. Oh, Jones. Jones second. Joy's come second, Jones, or does Moki normally? Let you go first. Put it centre camera. Problem is, the setup is a bit funky and the camera doesn't actually reach centre camera. Can barely see the mini. Everyone's a critic. One sec. Let me see if we can zoom in a bit on it. There is the mini. I'll lay it down while I sort out my airbrush problem. Alright. You know, if you'd have tuned in like 5 minutes ago, you'd have seen it. Too busy playing Valorant. Moki's just never happy. How do you want me to improve the setup, Moki? I've literally just cobbled this together, so it's pretty bad. It's a creation of old telephones and random mounts I found around the house. I'm doing my best, okay? You people are never happy. Oh. That's alright then, I'll let you off. I do not have an accent, by the way. I speak the Queen's. Or the King's, as it probably is now. I don't think it's classed as the Queen's. The King's English. Just going to mute my mic a second while I do a little bit of hair drying. Dear, cracked screen doesn't mean it doesn't work as a webcam. So I've got a webcam here from old phone, one here from old phone. I'm good to go. You know, I'm out here doing my best for you, Jones. Out here doing my best for my people. Let's have a check if... Oh, we've got 3. We've got another watcher. There's only 2 talked so far, so somebody's sat there quiet. Name yourself. Lurker, name yourself. Try to make this guy nice and shiny. Like his little baby counterpart. Try to get him nice and shiny like this one. Oh, wrong way. Reversed on screen. That's a bit confusing. We're doing some oil washes on him in a minute. A bit of luck. know, it's so cute that all my normal friends are tuning in. Who needs randos, eh? I got my guildies. I don't need real people. I got my guildies. Alright, let's let that dry. Stick him there for a second so everyone can see him. Just use my hairy arm. Just cleaning up the airbrush. I've got a little tea towel somewhere, and I don't know where it's gone, but I need it. Oh, there it is. Trusty tea towel. Right, that's the noisy bit. Out of the way. Ooh ooh. Don't know what to do first. Should we do the little Necron? Shake up some paints. Let's get them smooth. Who is the third person? I need to know. Doesn't look like I'm doing anything, but I'm shaking up some Runelord brass. That's why the camera's shaking. I'm not doing anything untoward. It's this little... I'll show you actually. Little vortex mixer. Just whack your paint pot down. Is it nice and creamy? This paint's been sat for a while. Is it creamy yet? What do you think? Moki, is it creamy enough? Tell me. Let me know in the chat. Is it creamy enough for you? The shaker was £32, I think. You get some cheap ones on Amazon, but I saw mixed reviews, so I went all out and went to a proper lab shop and bought one. It was quite good. Can be creamier, okay. Turned it upside down, it's a bit creamier. Let's keep going. I'm not ignoring you, I'm trying to find something on my computers. I've got paint computers, a bit crazy. Right then, we've got it. This is the right colour, just wanted to double check. Bob him over it. And these little cute cups. I'm going to do some mixing on. Looking pretty creamy. We're going to water this down, well, thin it down a bit. Not water. We're going to use some thinners. Because I'm going to airbrush this. Hopefully it'll airbrush okay. Bit of thinners. Need this quite thin so it don't clog up my needle. So I've watched hundreds of hours of YouTube videos on how thin your paint should be when airbrushing. Everyone says skim milk consistency. Now I don't know about you, but I have never got milk and seen what consistency is. I just whack it on my cereal and hope for the best. A little bit thinner maybe. Cream for the cream god. I like that, Jones. It's a new technical paint they're bringing out, I believe. The cream of chaos beasts. Do you risk drinking it? Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I don't want to mess up my nice clean water that I've just got, so I'm just going to have a little cheeky rinse there. Let's get this in the airbrush. Right, we've not mixed up that much really. There's not a huge deal in there. Should probably put gloves on, but look at that, nice flecks, metallic flecks, maybe. Airbrushing is just cheating, really. Make things so much easier. This is one of the fewer Guild War Games Workshop paints I've got actually. I've not got that many, but the thing I like about airbrushing it is you get into all the nooks and crannies. The hard to reach places. Still 3 people watching, but only 2 talking. Who is the 3rd person? And why are they not talking to me? Bloody hell, we went through that quick. Might need another batch. We got a rubbish brush. Nope. This one will do it. Scrape all that cream for the cream god out there. See how much we can get with that. Not very far. We can get some more on the go. Pam. Pam's in here, watching, not even talking. Thought you liked me, Pam. I've moved my little thing, and I'm not too close now, am I? And the music's not too loud. I know little Mokies have delicate ears. We need a tad more, but look at that already. Look at the difference. He's already metal, man. He's a metal man. Oh, you don't know if it's Pam. You're just starting rumours now. Smokey out here starting rumours. Oh, it's Pam. But I don't know if it is Pam. It might be Pam, it might not be Pam. Oh no, I just said I didn't want to dirt in me water and then I dirted me water. What a numpty. What a bloody idiot. Hey Moki, respect streamers, man. Respect streamers. You know, I'm a streamer. Like, you should thoroughly respect me. See, if Voss would have informed me he was going to put a questionnaire out, could have got him to sponsor the stream and put it on the bottom of his questionnaire. Might have got 18 viewers. That would be 5 times more successful than I am right now. I think we're looking pretty good now. That one. Where's all my YouTube mandem? If people start getting bored of this ugly mug, what I'll do is I'll change this camera here and point it at the palette. Why not? You know? Just point at the palette. Who doesn't want to see a palette, you know? Right then. He's an ugly bleeder, isn't he? Ah! Moki, I've just realised you're going to love this guy. He's a spood. Spood mom. Right, let's give this a proper clean. What I need is a screen just here to see my comments, because I keep having to look like this and it's really annoying. Right then. Bob him out the way. Sip of the old beer. Mute a second. See if we can get this camera back working. It went a bit funky. It was a bit laggy. I was too beautiful, I broke it, man. Oh shit, no, that's it off then. Should still be working. You can't hear anything. I think that was just because I muted myself.
No, I just really like the sound of your voice, so I wanted you to talk some more.
Okay. Thanks, Google. Can you still hear me? Yeah, headcam went off. I had to restart it. I think I've just turned it off on my phone. That's the issue. I ended up speaking to the assistant. Google just went off on one. Did that come up on the stream? If it did, that's funny. Just trying to get it working. Just trying to get it working. Must be the problem with using old phones. I'm back. I'm back, baby. I'm back. Oh, Musker's back. I've managed to fuck up the angles. Do I look good? How's my hair? Alright, where were we? Right, I'm going to try and make an oil wash now. I'm a bit nervous about this, I won't lie. So let's give it a go. Did you hear Google, Jones? Did Google give you some insight into life? Right then, so we're going to start off with a bit of orange Nalanya. Need to use synthetic brushes with these because they bugger up your brushes no end. A little bit of orange. Well, it's actually faded dark yellow, but it looks orange. But I did have a little go at this, and it was a bit yellowy. Didn't show up on the mini, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a teeny weeny bit of red. This one is warm red. So warm. Whoa, that went very red, didn't it? Bloody Nora! Look how red that's gone. Might need a bit more bloody orange. Yellow. Orange. Dark yellow. Faded dark yellow. Oh, that's it. Yeah, it's nice. Nice and orange. And now what we're going to add is a little bit of this odourless thinners. No smell. So smellless. And around here somewhere I've got a water thing, but I've also got a little pipette. Where doth be my pipette? Oh, where's my pipette? Ah, grab a fresh one, eh? Now I spilt some of this the other day onto my trousers, and now I have a yellow stain on my leg that will not go away. I want to get this nice and runny. That is not runny. That is unrunny. Just try that. Looks runnier. I'm not going to lie. I am super worried about this. You made your own egg salad. Not sure if that's a euphemism with you, James. Could very well be. Not sure what an egg salad could be in a euphemism, but I know your type. Unrunny, yes. Unrunny Aiden. Hello, Aiden. It was unrunny, which is like runny, but not, I think. It's definitely a word. I speak really good England. And I think we might be alright with that. What we're going to do is we're going to grab a little test mini, so I don't fuck up the ones that I'm trying to paint, which I think has been gloss varnished, but we'll see, I suppose. Now I did buy a brush for this, I just need to find that. There we go. Synthetic brush again. Exactly upside down a version on runny. Now I'm hoping this is just gonna... I don't think this is very well gloss varnished, if I'm honest, so it's probably not really gonna work, but we're just gonna... Helps if I get it on the camera really, so you can bloody see, but what we want it to do is just pick up the cracks. Now we don't need to be too careful with this. The more careful the better, because we don't have to clean up as much, but because these are going to be gloss varnished, we can come in with some thinners at the end, well, white spirit or odorless spirit, and we can clean it all off without actually worrying about messing up our paint job. So I mean, I think it's going to be alright. This one's a bit more yellow than the one I'm actually going to be doing it on. As you can see, it kind of, bring that up, just goes around the cracks. What we want is this right in the cracks. I'm going to fill my cracks in. So we're going to go for it. No pain, no gain. Got my foot stuck on some white tack. Now, is this close enough? Should I zoom in some more? You let me know. We're going to go for it, guys. Oh, simply lovely. It's doing just what I wanted to. Just a bit of orange around the cracks and crevices. So when I come in with the edge highlight, it should really pop them. I think we've got a good colour on this. Should have made a bigger batch and add it in a pot for next time, but I think I might have to buy a little glass jar with that. And again, I'm trying to be careful just to minimise the cleanup later on, especially in the hard to reach places, because that'll be a little bit of a ball ache getting in there with a sponge or a little cocktail earbud thingy. I'm just going to add some around all the panels and where they meet. Helps if you get some on your brush, you numpty. There we go. Look at that. You can kind of see it there. It just wants to go to the crevices. Maybe a little bit much on there. So what I'm going to do, get another brush. Synthetic brush. There's another one, and just get a little bit of it. Look at that though, it's gone right down there. I've not even bothered doing that yet. Just a little tap on them areas. It's giving us a nice bit of orange around them areas. No, I've seen this work really well on things like tanks and stuff online. First time doing it, so... Well, first time doing it on something that I want to keep, rather than something that was literally designed to test out. You see it there around the hand, it's just focus is going a bit in and out there, isn't it? That's a bugger. Focus! Thank you. This is the bit I was interested in seeing it on. And these little tiny details, let's just be cheeky and give him a little brush over. And next I'm going to do the same but on blue, and I think it'll actually have a better effect on the blue over here. But I am actually very happy with how that has worked. I see why people do it, and actually that's going to look really nice, I think. Real nice! And any staining like we've got here and what have you, if it looks a bit rubbish when it's dried, then we can come back in with some spirits and just clean that up. So it's nothing to worry about. Well, what do we think? Do we think that's going to be a success? In there. Got 5 watchers now. Wowzer. No, this isn't a Warfare one, Jones. This is... I don't know how to say it. You've probably actually got more chance than me. Let's turn it the right way around. Ebtlung? Ebtlung? This is one I picked up yesterday. It's a synthetic brush. They recommend synthetic brushes with oils and enamels just because they trash your brushes. So don't want to trash any decent brushes. Let me clean this off. Should have got a cup of odourless thinners to clean it off with. That's me being an idiot. Let me just get another one of these little pots. Bought them for a reason. Come on, bought them for a reason. Just put a little bit in there. Give me a sec, I'll show you some of the Warfare ones. They've been quite good. I think I preferred them at first. And you can see, like, from that thinners there, there's very little paint actually in it. Warfare ones, these are the Warfare ones. All got a different web wowet. Fricky. They're okay. They're not as good as I expected. Well, I first thought maybe. I've not kept the points that long on most of them. These are my favourite brushes, Artis Opus. I use these pretty much all the time. Really like them. And they're from the hometown, Stockport Massive. So, yeah. German, Belgian, Dutch. It's all the same, innit? Sorry, that wasn't meant to come across badly. We're going to do some blue now. Blue oil. Should probably get some more of these synthetic brushes. Stained, like, It's not painting me yellow, so give it a go. 1 minute, I've got a plan. 1 second. Professional streamer would have had all this set up, but that is not me. I am a complete and utter amateur. I'm hoping this blue's going to be dark enough. I'm just going to... Oh, it's a bit runny. Jeez, that's runny. Not sure if that's dregs or what, but we're going to go with it. 5 people watching. We've got 3 talkers, but there's 5 people watching. Who are the other mystery people? Mystery people, reveal yourself. Luckily, you don't need much of this. I think I'm a little bit off with my amounts at the minute because I'm just starting out with them, but I've actually got some really rubbish brushes from a shop in the UK called The Works, and they'll be ideal for mixing this up. Oh, it's nice and runny, but I think it's not quite blue enough. Is the music okay? What do you think, Jones? I selected it from a very big short list of tracks. And by a big short list of tracks, what I mean is it was the 3rd or 4th one on YouTube that said I could play it whilst streaming YouTube. Oh, somebody's left. I was not entertaining them. I apologise to those people, their families. I apologise to my mum, my dad, my dog. Don't even have one. Well, I kind of do. My mum and dad's dog, they don't have one, but I apologise anyway. Right then. I'm going to have to just move these out of the way, because otherwise I'm going to put my hand in them like an idiot. And I want to show you the capillary action. Right, here. So just try to get some dark in the cracks. Put your dark in me crack. Not sure how well you can see this on stream. Let me zoom in. Where has my program gone? Ooh, look at that. Copy my fingerprints now, go and commit crimes. You'll never get blamed, they'll think it was me. Not sure if you can see the actual ink running around, but hopefully it's going to give it some depth. And now I've turned off... Oh, I can see the comments still, that's good. That helps when you're streaming. I'm not sure if I maybe needed to go for a little bit of a darker wash here. Let's go over again and have a look. So what I'm trying to do is, if you can see where it's pooled. Now these, oh, it's bloody confusing that is. These little bits of over paint here, we're going to clear them off with thinners anyway, so we don't need to worry about that. But you can see that orange there from before. It's looking really good now actually, quite happy with that. Not an awful lot of blue on this model. Let's give it a little line down here. That's a really good view of my hand. I'm very sorry guys, I'm going to zoom out again because that was absolutely terrible to watch, no doubt. Right, we're going to leave him for a minute now. And nearly knocked him over, but didn't. This guy now, same old story. Same detail, Doherty. Get really into these cracks and crevices. And the tricky with this one is, because he was already built when I got him, quite hard to get under the helmet and what have you, but doing our best with it. Hopefully it's gonna look good when it's done. A bit around the kneecaps. It's really going into them cracks well. I do like it, although it's dragging round and I quite like that actually. There's not much texture on this cloth, so it's not really going to pool. I'm going to give it a go. We can always rub it off. Now I believe oils are really bad for settling quickly. Vikash Naveen. Does that mean he's subscribed? Honestly, I'm very new to this, so official YouTube. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing it's a good thing. Maybe if I was more professional, something would have popped up. Whatever it was, if it was something good, I thank you. If it was something bad, I'm sorry if you are tuning in and expecting this to be super professional. This is me in my shed with a couple of cameras. I'm doing my best, okay? Hopefully we'll get onto some actual fun painting soon. What have we done so far? We've primed the Necron. No, sorry, we've base coated the Necron in the Runelord brass, and then we've done a few oil washes, which I am very, very happy about. Oh, that one's a bit messy though. Luckily we can clean it off. get the spirits out in a bit and we'll be more clean. I want to make sure I get all the areas, even if it looks a bit messy right now. Just around these gems, or what will be gems. It does look a little messy right now. When we go over in some spirits and some varnish in a bit, it will be okay. Right. You can see the detail on the head there, how it's pulled around it. A bit more at the top there. Right, what's everyone up to tonight anyway, other than tuning into my dulcet tones? I am just going to run to the toilet. I'll leave you with the music, but I will be right back. I'm back, I'm back. Has everyone stopped watching me now? I'm gonna let this boy dry for a while. I'm gonna do a little bit of dry brushing and washing on this. I'm happy with how those oils went though, so that's a bonus. No, I don't have an armour wash, unfortunately, so I'm going to make my own using a Grax and Null Oil. I do have a little pallety thing over. Oh, actually, I've got loads of these stupid little cups, I'll just use them. I'll zoom out again now. There we go. So we're making a bit of a black and brown wash here. Let's refresh that water because it's got metal in it. What's everyone up to? We've got a few people watching at the minute. A few new people may have joined, may have not. People might be like, I don't know, watching you, you're boring, man. Says 3 again. We're back down to 3 people. Nobody is interested in Musk. We're pretty aggressive with this wash. Whack it all over and make this nice and dark. This, I imagine, never painted a Necron before actually. I haven't actually painted Eldar, but my very first army thing that I painted was probably when I was maybe about, that's maybe a bit much, I was probably about 10, 11 maybe. Both my older brothers played Warhammer. I was never really into it, but I did have some, they're called Drukhari now, but they were Dark Eldar back then. And I painted some of them actually, and I actually really enjoyed painting them. And then I didn't touch painting for 20 years. Lockdown happened, we all needed hobbies. I started painting D&D figures. Bought loads of stuff. Did it for about 6 months and gave up. Then at the start of this year, Iron Doc's 15. Right, who is Aiden? Who is Aiden? He's a Warcraft player. Is that Leroy? Is that you, Leroy? Playing TFT. Yeah, so anyway, my story. I kind of gave up painting. Start of this year, found a little local gaming club and got back into it. Started a Thousand Suns army. Painted a fair few of them. Really like them. Random colour scheme, bright green. Bought a 3D printer and stopped collecting 40k. And currently I play fantasy. So when I was approached to do this 40k, I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah! Paint some things I don't really paint. It'd be fun. And a bit of washes into this now. Leroy, my guy. Got Keystone Master yet, Leroy? I most certainly do not. I am actually starting to get a little bit excited about Dragonfly though. I just want it to hold off maybe an extra month. Let me get some money. It's going to be expensive to buy it. It's not a cheap game, unfortunately, so I'm hoping Blizzard do me a solid. I appreciate you guys tuning in, by the way. Granted, it's only Gildy's watching at the minute. You never know. I might get some more people watching at some point. It's a bit bright, this light over here. 1 second. There we go, that's a bit better. It's like too bright. If we come over here with this light. Boom! That's hopefully a bit better. It's a nicer light. The other one was a bit harsh. It. Focus a bit crap as well. What's going on here? Can we get an autofocus, please? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's let that dry. Let's see if we can get some a tad more on this. Right, I think it's time to get the hair dryer out. Just gonna mute myself so you don't have to listen to it. they're all dry now. Luckily there's not much cleanup to do, so I'm going to give him a little clean with some thinners. Just double check every area that I want clean is clean. And I hit this one with some matte varnish, and then I'm going to start some edge highlighting on him and a bit on the weapon, I think. Bloody hell, my magnet's just gone everywhere. Just dragged that thinners everywhere, the bastard. So, that staining that was there before, gone. Got it, quick as a flash. Just take it off the bits I don't want it, basically. I think I'll just do it there. I think Vikash didn't hang around. I think Vikash was using me to promote his stream. Goddamn Vikash. Coming in here promoting your stream, not even speaking. Didn't even say hello. Very disappointed in you, Vikash. If you're still there. Time to get the airbrush out again. Mr. Wartrock is currently very shiny. Must does not want him to be shiny. So I'm gonna matte varnish him. And hopefully the result will end up very nice. We can do some nice touches. One problem with varnish is you can never tell whether it's coming out or not. Are you coming out, Mr. Varnish? Blob there, that might have been right. Guys, I think we have a blockage. might be a tad thick, which is why. There we go. Wasn't coming out very well. I'll do a few nice layers of this and then use a hairdryer between each layer. Get it nice and dry. Ready. Hopefully you can see the difference. He is not a shiny boy. So I'm going to go in, do a little bit of tidying up. Some bits going to be quite hard. I'm going to get on with some details. Well, that was a disaster, wasn't it? Hopefully no one's watching. Nobody saw that. Carry on regardless. No paint was dropped in the making of this live stream. You pounded me? Pounded me, Jones? Don't talk to me like that. Are you sure it was only TFT that you pounded her in, Jones? What I'm doing now is I'm just adding in some white to these contaminated areas. And then I should just be able to go over them with the yellow ink. And it should cover up any bad mistakes. So I'm just doing some white in there, a few spots that have blue on it. It's quite hard to not overlap, especially when you're airbrushing. Let them dry a sec. Do a bit of dry brushing. Time to get things nice and creamy. I'll bring the Necron back in. I'm a bit all over the place on the Necron, Eldar, Necron, Eldar, Necron, Eldar, Eldar, Necron, 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 Eldar, Eldar. What made me pick the blue and yellow? I'm actually doing this as a commission, Leroy, so the guy whose models they are chose it. It's an Idian, something like that. It's a specific faction of the Eldar. Eandon, I think they're called, maybe. I don't know, but I think it's a pretty cool scheme actually. I think it works. Trying to pull it off. No, I don't know whether. I don't think Jones will have. I'm not sure about Leroy. This thing I've got here, this thing that is multicoloured at the minute, is actually a palette. It's from a company called Artus Opus. And the idea is, when you're dry brushing, you can see how much paint's going on the model. This dry brush is not clean. And traditionally, when you dry brush, you use a dry brush, funnily enough. But Byron, the guy who owns Artus Opus, came up with a technique where you actually use a damp brush, one of these little wet pads, and it works super well actually. Check out his YouTube channel, there is so many good videos where he paints full models pretty much just dry brushing. It's crazy. I have not mastered this technique. It's hard to see because of the colours, but you see there? You can actually see how much paint is going to go on the model before you put it on the model. So rather than wiping everything off on a tissue, you've got a better idea, and what they recommend is actually priming this dry palette so you can see how much is going to go on, which is pretty cool. Yeah, paper towel does work really well, but because this is slightly different, it's not actually dry brushing, you're still wet brushing, you don't want to wipe everything off. I've just been very silly and not made my palette black, so I might just get a bit of black on there. Just to make things a little easier. But yeah, you should check out Artis Opus channel. ARTIS OPUS. I highly recommend his stuff, he's so good. I don't know whether you've ever bought from Element Games online, but I think he also owns them. And they're from my hometown, brother. Repping the Stockport massive one. He's got loads of techniques on way to use your dry brush, and his dry brush is round, so this is an Artis Opus dry brush. Series D. Slightly different than like the Games Workshop ones are normally kind of flat wedge shaped brushes. These are round and it works really well. I love them. I love Artis Opus. Artis Opus fanboy right here. If they want to sponsor me, I need more than 3 viewers. That's what happens. If they want to sponsor me, they would be stupid. The world of a YouTube streamer is very lonely. Might actually need to get some reference pictures up for this bad boy because I ain't ever painted a Necron before, and I feel like I need to add something to it. I feel it needs a bit of colour. We're going for a red glow rather than a green glow that you see all the time. But I just feel like you need something, you know? You on Twitch as well? Oh, Emma Louise. Oh, there is a rap music. Metalist paints with a makeup brush. Emma Louise, I wish I knew who you were. I did have Twitch, Leroy, yeah. But that was back when I was playing Armour 3. I just used this because it was already set up from a long time ago, so I thought it was just easier. But most people that follow me are actually on Instagram, so I might try stream to there. Yeah, I wish it was a small hobby. If you could see the mess that I've got around me, you would not agree. But then again, I am a bit of a all the gear, no idea kind of guy. Let's have a look, just going to turn this way a minute, have a look at some reference pictures. See where we can add some colour in. They are pretty dark, aren't they? Like, Necrons. I feel like I might want to add a bit of gold onto him. Just doesn't seem to be popping. Should we add a bit of gold? What does everyone in the chat think? A little bit of gold, yes or no? Just to the nice bits, like he's looking a bit bland in my opinion. I've spent quite a lot, Emma, over the time. I've also got a 3D printer, so that was even more money. But I think most hobbies cost money. So what are you going to go to that's going to be cheap, unless you, I mean, obviously there's things like walking and stuff like that. But I'd hate to think how much I've actually spent. Too much. But on the same instance, I love it. I'm enjoying it. I'm sure I could have chose cheaper hobbies, but I seem to always go for expensive hobbies. Mini painting this year, I used to play golf, that was expensive. Roller hockey / ice hockey, that was expensive. Fun things are, you just got to embrace it, but I think there's cheap ways to do mini painting. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've seen people, well, I've got friends who, I don't like that one, not the right gold. I've got friends who haven't maybe spent fortunes and still do really well. I mean, if you break it down really simply, you only need a few colours as long as you're happy to mix your colours. Models, yeah, if you buy them from Games Workshop they can be quite expensive, but you can also pick up some pretty cheap 3D printed models. I bought my own printer, but you don't have to. Second-hand models, bit of isopropyl alcohol, strip them. You can do that quite cheaply. Some right bargains to be had out there. I will do that. I will turn the music down just for you. Hopefully that's a bit better for you. 3D printer, miniatures at a print, basically. No, these are Games Workshop models, but one second, let me grab some that I have printed. Helps if your mic's on. This is a Warhammer Fantasy 6th edition army, which is all 3D printed. So we've got some wolves. What else have we got in here? Some in fact, it's probably best to show you on this camera. Some undead knights. Black couch. That's pretty cool. That's 3D printed. Skeletons. Got loads of skeletons as well. So these are all 3D printed skeletons. Yeah, zombies, ghouls, got all sorts. Ghouls are probably one of my favourite that I've painted so far. Hopefully they won't fall off the tray showing you but let's have a look. So they're all 3D printed. So I personally, since getting my 3D printer, haven't bought a model. These ones I'm painting are actually for somebody, so I haven't bought a model for myself since getting a 3D printer. That army I just showed you there, which is Warhammer Fantasy 6th edition, which is obviously out of print now, came out in around 2001 I think. Games Workshop don't make it anymore. Those are models that are 3D printed, and in terms of how much the resin cost me to print them, the whole army probably cost me about 30 quid, £30, which really isn't that bad. So it's a lot more long term, is probably cheaper than buying your models, but there's obviously the setup cost. It's not a friend that I'm doing the commission for, it's somebody messaged me online. What is it that you collect, Emma? Specific miniatures? Do you play games, or is it just something you just fancied one day? Canvases, okay. Oh, cool. That's pretty cool. So I suppose the added benefit you've got of canvases is you don't have to buy miniatures to go along with it. A canvas is expensive. It costs you much to buy a canvas? Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, miniature painting is popular at the minute. I think lockdown really helped with it. I was saying that before. People wanted stuff to do while you sat at home. I appreciate you tuning in anyway. This isn't something that I've ever done before, so I appreciate you coming on and saying hello. think that paint is dead, unfortunately. It's not easy, this streaming, like, I tell you that. Is the music a bit better now? It's still too loud. Yeah, I don't fancy a fake dead baby on my doorstep either, if I'm honest. I don't know many people that would enjoy a fake dead... Well, I say I don't know many. I don't think I know any, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's hard to gauge the levels of the music without kind of watching your stream and then... I don't know. Like I say, first time doing it, so... I'm blagging my way through it, if I'm honest. What do you think you'd do then if you didn't do canvas painting? What would your next go-to hobby be, do you reckon? Have you got something in mind that you think you'd rather try, or is there no way you could, I don't know, keep what you've got, try something else for a little bit, come back to it? That's basically what I did with mini painting. I stopped for a good time. Hey Mitch! Mitch is the guy I'm painting these minis for. Just working on the neck run at the minute, Mitch. Hopefully you like it. I've done a bit of oil washing on the Hey, you don't need to be sorry, mate. You tune in if you want and if you don't. Done a bit of oil washing on the old Ortrag, I think that's how you say it. We've done a little bit of oil washing on Big Man. He's a bit shiny at the minute because he's got some gloss varnish on him. But we've got a bit of depth in there. How's your day been, Mitch? Have you had a good day? Cheers, guys. Appreciate you saying this. You think they look good? That's what I'm That's why I'm doing it. Pick up an exercise hobby instead of painting. I'm mainly frustrated because I don't have a dedicated space for it. That's my personal issue, just contemplating on it. I completely know that feeling. I used to paint on my computer desk, so got a PC with two big monitors, well, two 27-inch monitors, keyboard, mouse, gaming, half keyboard thing, so quite a lot of space taken up. So I used to have to pack that away to get my paints out after I'd finished painting, pack my paints away to get my keyboard out for work the next day when I was working at home and what have you. And yeah, not having a dedicated space is hard. I ended up buying a second desk for my painting, and now I'm lucky enough that I have a garden shed basically where I can paint, play games, and don't need to pack anything away. I just leave it how it is, and come back to it when I want, which is quite nice. Makes things a lot easier. I think I'm starting to like that now. Just got a few different. Let's see if we can get this light on it a bit better. One sec. Yeah, I'm currently in the garden. It's a posh shed. It's more of a summer house. Yeah, my day wasn't bad to be honest, Mitch. Busy. My work's year end is this week, so pressure for more sales and what have you. But not too bad. I've had worse days at the office. Definitely had worse days. Right, let's get a few other details started on this. We'll go with black grey. Yeah, the model is from Games Workshop. The army's called Necrons, and I think they're based on kind of like robot Egyptians sort of thing. It's kind of the theme that they're going for with the Necrons. Egyptian robots, so lots of scarabee sort of things. I'm going to do a bit of these stones. I think that looks like a metal girder, so we'll probably do that silver. Some rebar that's going to be silver there. It's going to end up quite like these stones, I think. Looks like a bit of concrete maybe. Oh yeah, you've got to leave work at work. Luckily, my work's very much of that mantra that they don't expect you to do extra. I'm salaried, so never had a complaint that I've gone home at 5 o'clock on the dot, and I don't think I'll ever get a complaint for going home 5 o'clock on the dot, so I'm quite good with that. I've only recently started working there about 6 months ago, and breath of fresh air compared to my last place, I'll tell you that for free. They actually seem to care about it. Sorry, I keep trying to remember. I have to remember that I've got to keep this in front of a camera. I'm actually not just painting at home on my own. Starting to zone out from the cameras now. Businesses are unrealistic how much they want out of their employees. It's just enough to show up on time, do one's job and go home. Everything else is nonsense. Hard to paint with a camera, different angle to paint. To be honest, it's pretty similar to what I normally paint like. I've kind of been ignoring the camera. I'd paint pretty similar to this anyway. So, sorry if the angles are bad. I think that might be what Aiden's saying. But yeah, it's going to take some getting used to, I think, actually. Maybe try to show off the best angles, what have you. And before I was zoomed in, and there may as well not been a camera there because you're just looking at my arm, so it was a bit of a disaster. So yeah, I'm still trying to get used to it. It's not too bad though. It's not too bad. What doesn't help is all my paints are actually behind me, like behind the camera, so I'm constantly leaning over and everyone gets to see my armpits, which nobody wants to see. And I'm also very bloody messy, as you can tell from all these paints, so I'm just going to do a little bit of a tidy up there. Try and get some of the crap out of the way so you can maybe actually see what I'm supposed to be painting instead of looking at a load of random paints. One thing I can't move is my trusty bear though. I'm trying to keep it as clear as possible for you, but yeah, I am failing at that. I'll apologise. I've just put my finger in the paint I've just poured out. A disaster zone. So I'm going to go for quite a heavy dry brush on this once I've dried it. I'm just going to mute myself a sec. Comic creator in Croatia. Okay, I won't talk about many of them subjects, but fair one. Beer of choice today is Coors Light, and that is the beer of choice because it was the cheapest in the co-op. I'm easily pleased when it comes to beer. Yeah, hairdryer just speeds up the drying so you can move on to things like the dry brushing and stuff like that. It's a bit of a cheat way, but you know, if I was painting, like at the minute I'm just painting individual things, whereas if I was painting like 10 of one troop, then I'd start with one and go through. And by the time you get to the end, the first one's generally dry, so you don't have to use things like the hairdryer. You get that benefit of the batch painting. But you know, I'm just doing individual ones at the minute, so sometimes you've got to use what you can use. Make things a bit quicker. Starting to get some grey into these stones now. This brush is a bit big, so I drop down. Well guys, we've reached an all-time high in the stream. We have now got 6 viewers. Stop the count. I've made it. I'm basically famous. Gonna ring work in the morning, tell them I'm quitting. Now a full-time streamer. What time are we on? Bloody hell, it's 9:30. Do I live within walking distance of a castle? No, unfortunately not. Do I sound like I live within walking distance of a castle? I mean, I wish I lived within walking distance of a castle, if I'm honest. Quite like that. I'm bringing this washer made before. Looking forward to painting these little spoodies. 1 minute. Chat's in the way of the webcam. These little spiders, looking forward to painting them. I don't live within walking distance of a castle. I did go to a castle a couple of weeks ago in Wales. But no, unfortunately no, I do not. Although I would love to, with absolutely loving Warhammer Fantasy. Knights, things like that. I love it. That's probably my go-to. I'm just going to run to the toilet quickly. So I'll put a little be right back screen on, so you don't have to stare at my door. I'm about to go out in the rain, but I'll be back pretty soon. 5 minutes. I've got to go into the house to the toilet, so a few minutes I'll be back. Cheers. I'm back, sorry about that. I was desperate for a wee. I was just waiting for a good point to do it. Just let that dry a second. Right, I can't decide. Do I continue working on this? These are the options. Continue working on Mr. Necron. Get some more done on his stone. He's lightening back up again. Starting to get there though. Stick some matte varnish on this now to clean it up a little bit first where it's over here and stuff. Maybe try and do a little bit more airbrushing on the sword. It's got it looking a bit more popping. Or do we start a bit of edge highlighting on this? What do we reckon? What does everyone fancy? I'm going to grab another bit. And some Haribo's. Don't know why they're in the fridge. I've had no answers from the chat so far. Nobody has a preference. Go on Mitch, you can decide. More on the Necron. The Wraith's here. Edge highlight, okay. Right. Put Mr. Necron out the way safe. So I just need to, there's a few white spots that I've just put on the model. Just where some, bloody hell that's strong, where some blue had got onto the yellow, so just done some white spots for a bit of clean up. So I'm just going to go over them quickly with some yellow ink. That's the wrong one though. That would have been a disaster. We need a mix. Just get rid of some of that blue. I'll pull out this brush, which I managed to drop paint on it before. Yeah, I think there is a bit of a delay. It's pretty annoying, so I apologise for that. I'm not used to that yet. Although I'm a pro streamer with 6 watching, I know it's hard to believe that I'm not a professional, but you don't want a sweet? No. For the edge highlight, what I'm actually going to do is mix up some colour. So I found, if you go straight on with just yellow, of which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 13 different yellows. Yellow paint's really thin, it doesn't go on very well. So I found if you mix it in with some AK Interactive pastel yellow, it's much better. The coverage on AK's paints is fantastic and I love them. And currently I only have 4 of their range, and going forward I will be getting as much of their range as I could. I'm shaking things by hand. I've got a literal paint shaker. Right on my desk I've got a paint shaker and I'm shaking it by hand. Do we still have a Jones and a Moki in the chat? Not heard from you for a while, guys. Have you left me? Feel like they may have left me. Hey Leroy, get a Hesk in the chat, but tell him to not be inappropriate. Mixing up some yellow on my palette here. I'm gonna go in for some edge highlighting, which, if you don't know, is highlighting on the edges. Pardon me. Just make sure that this is properly dry. Husky! How's it going, mate? I'm gonna need your help, mate. I don't know whether you realise, right? Got 5 people watching this stream, it's blowing up. Probably gonna have to set up a Discord for all my Patreons. I'm basically quitting work tomorrow, Husk. I'm now YouTube famous, bro. We can add one of them with only certain roles getting access, probably like me and you. Just I know how proficient you are in setting up Discords, and mate, it's popped off tonight. I had 6 viewers at one point. 6! Kid you not. What I'm going to do, is I'm going to quit work, set up a studio, with all this money I'm bringing in off my 6 viewers, and I'm probably going to need somebody to manage the Discord, so if you got a new job, might want to put an application in, pal. Out of the 4 on Twitch, how many were your alternate accounts and how many were Lisa? Show you some of the... It's hard to get this bugger to focus. Oh, there's the camera. It's getting some edge highlighting going on. Three were you, or 3 were Lisa. I think Jones and Moki have ditched me now. Have they gone to bed? They're probably just ignoring me. I think they liked it when they had me all to themselves. The start of the stream. Before it blew up and got 6 viewers, you know. I need to get a thing here, because I keep looking over at my screen. My camera's here. Oh, I've just washed that in the wrong water. Not a bad idea that, you know, Ask. I set this all up in like proper rush time. I'm using old phone number 1 here, old phone number 2 there. So it's not the most technologically advanced stream in the world. How do I do these days? Maggie! Right, now I need to think who Maggie is. Is that Mr. Magnuson from Armour? Is that my little flight pal? But otherwise, mate, I'm doing good, cheers. How are you? Flown any planes recently? Crashed any? Just dropped my brush. That was stupid. Hesk, man. So I know Maggie Hesk from before I started Shadowlands, back when I was playing Armour 3. He is a pilot in real life, and he likes snus. He's the snus king. Didn't you come over to the UK? I believe Robert's met with you, did he? Or I just made that up. Bush is as thick as you can imagine. Maggie, no, you do not know Hask. I play World of Warcraft with him. He is none on steroids. Fell down a flight of stairs. That does not surprise me. Did you meet Roberts as well, or was it just Bosch? Bosch Roberts owns some dude Roberts knows from Karen. Okay, just a random dude from Karen. Hey mate, do you want to come meet my friend Magnus? He likes people from Karen. Oh, Jakob came. Oh, nice. I like Jakob. He's pretty cool. He's like my favourite Icelandic person in the unit, to be honest. He's the coolest Icelandic I've ever spoke to, anyway. Yeah, I'm only kidding, mate. You're my favourite signaller. Can't speak English. Oh! Hey up, bushy boy. How's it going, mate? Hey Bush, have you been rickrolled at all recently? I'm asking for a friend. Hot tub painting stream. Ask if I could get a hot tub in here, I would. Have you ever got him with a Rickroll, Magnus? I will do. If you can get Voss to agree to it, I will do a hot tub painting stream at Voss's. I just have to tell the missus it's a charity stream. Night, Jonesy. Thanks for tuning in, mate. You'd be an instant patron then, wouldn't you, Hask? If that was the case. I think this song's only been on about 20 times now. Six watching, we're back up to 6 watching, guys. We've made it big. Musk is quitting work in the morning. Let's go. Helps if I paint it on the camera. You know, when you like streaming, it helps if you paint it on the camera. It's generally the idea. I think we might be able to go straight on with this colour for the blue. Tilt what towards me? The camera? See if I can... Thing is, I don't want you seeing me crotch. It's a proper, like, Raji setup. It's literally a phone on a tripod mount. It's not a camera. Zoom in a bit for you. How about that? To be fair, I don't think I can get many more views, Leroy. That's too much this. Oh, you will see table off the edge of my pink mat, by the way, because the pink mat isn't a mat, it's actually a pallet. Ooh, that's better. Maggie, I don't think I'll ever come back to armor bit, mate. Armor 4. You boys needing a CO again or something? Short on a section leader. Bush would love to have me back. We need to make this even lighter. Right, who's Freaker? I know who Aaron is. Who's Freaker? And welcome to the stream, guys. Bloody hell, I've reached a record high. Seven watchers. Definitely quitting words. It's a me. Doesn't help me, Freaker. Don't recognise your name. I wish I did so I could chew the fat with you. Unfortunately, oh you bastard, these things are fucking stupid. Too magnetic, man. Honestly, Mitch, I absolutely love the Artis Opus brushes. I've got the standard ones, I've got the dry brushes. I'm zoomed in now. Dry brushes, Series M, smaller dry brush. Yeah, I really rate them. I think they're great. Personally, I like them. It also helps that the main place is like a 10-minute drive from my work, so it's generally not hard for me to get them either. It's a bit of a bonus. Wouldn't mind Byron from Artis Opus tuning in. Give me some free brushes there. It's an Artis Opus wet palette as well. You know what, I got my first set of Artis Opus brushes very, very new into the hobby. And I've kind of stuck with them since then, to be honest. Just need to make sure you look after them, that's the main thing. I think we do a little bit more light on this and then I'm probably going to call it a day, because I've been going for nearly 3 hours now and it's my first time doing this on stream, so it's been a little bit all over the place. I hope it's not been too bad for those who have joined in. I'll try and get another one done, maybe on Sunday if I can get permission off her indoors. Cheers guys, I appreciate the good feedback. Like I say, I'll try and see if I can get another one running on Sunday. And what I'll do, Mitch, is before I go to bed tonight, I'll take some pictures. Some progress pictures for you and send them across so you can get a proper look without kind of a zoomed out camera that you're looking at now. And hopefully you'll be happy, dude. But I think I'm going to call it there for tonight. I've done some edge highlighting on this guy and some oil washing. I'll get a bit closer so you can see. That's what we've done on him. This guy's just been a little bit of oil washing tonight, so he's a bit shiny at the minute. That'll disappear when we get him matte. And we made a proper start on the Necron. Got a few different colours in there. See the variations of the metals. So yeah. Right guys. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope you all have a good night. Bye bye.